Skull. Roller derby is my sport by trade, and I got into team and training when I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in December. My actual diagnosis was primary mediastinal B-cell lymphoma. I don't know everyone's connection with the disease, but all that means is that I had a mass in the front of my chest. The way that we found it, that's the first thing people want to know, was after a run, it was just really inflamed, and I went to the ER, did an x-ray, and there was a baseball-sized mass in my chest. And from the beginning, I think my initial response was just, it's there, let's do what we need to do to take care of it and keep moving. And so that's what we did. Immediately after the first trip to the ER, we had a doctor's appointment, staged everything, and within a month, I was started with treatment. I did R-CHOP, which is just an abbreviation for a bunch of fancy drugs. One of those drugs, I mean, that's really all it is. I had 6 rounds and went every 3 weeks. And one of those drugs was Rituxan, which I found out throughout training and throughout research was funded partly by research paid for through team and training. So that's pretty awesome. If you don't have a personal connection to the disease, you do now. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that, and that wouldn't be here if it weren't for people like you guys. Well, alumni, I mean, you guys directly. So thank you for that. I was really fortunate because I responded well through treatment. Every single round, I responded well, had really very little side effects other than some fatigue, a little bit of appetite loss, but other than that, I responded really well. After just 2 rounds, my PET scan was completely clear, which means that I was in remission at that point. And I finished out my 6th round of treatment. It's been about a month now. So I did my best to train during treatment, and Kevin did his best to push me along the way. And it was all because of Rituxan. I mean, all of the drugs, but really the research that came and provided that drug. That's why I joined team and training, was to raise money so that everyone could have efficient treatment. I was really fortunate in that we found it in stage 1 and that I responded well. Not everyone is as fortunate. And the more money we raise, the more effective and efficient treatment will be, and the more likely it is that everyone will have a prognosis of 100%. I found some sources at the beginning that said my prognosis was as low as 60%, as high as 90%. Most of them said around 80 or 90%, and then I just decided it was all irrelevant because it was 100%. It wasn't a matter of if I get better, it's a matter of when. And tomorrow, my goal is to finish. It's my first triathlon. My goal is just to finish. So it's not a matter of if I finish, it's a matter of when. And that's the attitude that we should approach all of our goals with. So if you have a time goal, or if you just have a goal to finish or to feel good or enjoy the run, you have that goal and you don't take no for an answer and you go for that goal. And anything that's an obstacle tomorrow is exactly that. It's an obstacle. It's not a roadblock. So if it's heat or wind, or, well, apparently wind is what I should be really worried about, then I'll see it as exactly that, an obstacle. And the more obstacles we face, the more rewarding it is when we cross the finish line. When we cross the finish line, because we will cross the finish line. So I've been accused through treatment of making it look easy. It wasn't easy, but after each round, I just would say 1 down, 5 to go, 2 down, 4 to go. And I'm sure that's how the mileage will be at some point. But at the same time, I made a point to enjoy every moment. We played Yahtzee and enjoyed every moment because that's what you have. So tomorrow, you'll embrace every challenge that you're presented with and enjoy every difficult moment because every mile that you're out there is a privilege. And that's what I'll be remembering. I'm just so grateful to be out there. And I know that you all feel the same way. So tomorrow I'll be out there. I'll be enjoying every moment with you and embracing every challenge. And I owe so much of this privilege to team and training, so I want to thank you all personally. And I'll see everyone at the finish line.
Thanks for sharing your story.